Well, hello everyone. It is President's Day, and we have a very special pickup lines presented by Gamez Law Firm and Integrity Roofing and Siding for you today. We'll get to this guy in just a little bit, because I don't normally have people in the back seat, but we're going to make an exception today. This is Tony Liberto, the President and CEO of Ricos Products, and we are here at your fabulous company downtown in the parking lot here. And you don't get the day off today either.
No, even though it's President's Day, I still got to work.
Indeed, indeed. And so we are inside here. This is the Lexus RZ 450e, courtesy of North Park Lexus at San Antonio, North Park Lexus at Dominion. And yes, I guess we should start by just addressing this guy here. Who'd you bring with you today?
This is Rico. He is our representative for all of our products. You see our labels in retail stores and convenience stores and stadiums and arenas, and this is our guy.
He's the guy. I think a lot of people probably are familiar with the Ricos name and the brand and everything, and we can talk more about it for those who aren't in just a minute. But I was reminiscing as I pulled up here in the parking lot and everything, and I was thinking the last time you and I spoke similar to this on a one-on-one basis was for your 100th anniversary, which was 15 years ago.
15 years ago,
I cannot believe it's been that long.
Like I said, I had hair back then.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was a little different looking myself, but we've aged gracefully, though. I would like to think it's all that nacho cheese and
yes,
chips
it is.
And everything.
It's kind of like wine; it helps you age gracefully.
I love it. I love it. So, for people who may not know or be familiar with the legacy here, if you will, it was your father who is widely credited, your late father, credited for not inventing nachos, but he made them available for the masses in concession stands and those kinds of things.
Correct. Yeah. Before he decided he could possibly sell nachos in a convenience store or concession stand environment, we were just a distributor of food products mainly for the theater business.
Right.
Anything you'd walk into the theater, you'd see any of those products behind the concession stand, we distributed all of them. And then we broke into Dallas market and Houston market, and then we broke into the Carolinas, and he started expanding the distribution business. And around 1976, he went to a restaurant downtown here in San Antonio, and he saw that beautiful plate of nachos, and he thought, if I could figure out a way to sell nachos in a concession environment, I think I might have a winner. So he contracted the chip manufacturer, the cheese manufacturers, the jalapeno manufacturers.
Yeah.
We actually took a family vacation to Mexico to go see the jalapeno grower so we could contract a field of jalapenos. For research. He put it all together, and he introduced it at Ranger Stadium, where Texas Rangers play, in 1976. And they said, no, we don't want it first because it's going to take away from hot dog sales and popcorn sales. And those were very high-margin items.
Right.
And then they said, well, if you build your own little carts, we'll let you put the carts in the stadium and see if it sells. Well, of course, it blew off. It blew up. And so they said, yes, bring it in. And then Cowboy Stadium took it after that, where Dallas Cowboys play. And then there was a theater chain in Dallas named United Artists Theaters. They've since been bought by Regal.
Yeah.
People will be familiar with that.
Sure.
They said, give it to us. And Dad said, no. He said, this is a stadium item. This is a messy item. Y'all have velvet seats and carpeting.
That's a great point.
Goes, you're going to call me and tell me I got to clean your theaters if I put them in your theaters. He says, give me some. So they gave him a 10-theater test in Dallas market.
Wow.
And John Treadwell, the VP of United Artists Food and Beverage, called my dad 30 days later and said, Frank, you owe me a lot of money. And Dad said, I told you, just tell me where am I going to send the cleaning crew?
Right.
And he goes, no, I wanted to put this nationwide, and you only gave me 10 theaters for the last 30 days. He goes, you know how much money you cost me? So then we rolled it out nationally with United Artists Theaters, and that's where nachos were born.
And then obviously it came
Rico's
to San Antonio.
nachos.
Rico's Nachos.
Yes.
It came to San Antonio. And I just remember like high school football games.
Oh, yeah.
Going to, I mean, I've gone to the movie theater, obviously, and everything. But I remember, was it Alamo Stadium or those places where you don't leave without getting a Frito pie or a thing of nachos, tray of nachos.
It's such a nostalgic item. I mean, we had an opportunity to do a piece on how we got started, and the reporter went to the Spurs game.
Yeah.
And he saw people ordering nachos. And he stopped them after they ordered nachos and said, excuse me, why did you order the nachos here? And they started talking about stories of being a kid in Little League.
Absolutely.
And being in band competitions at Alamo Stadium. And it's nostalgia. It brings back memories. It's a good feeling.
And it doesn't cost an arm and a leg either. I mean, you can still get them for a reasonable price.
Exactly.
And everything. And they're filling. And you're so right about the nostalgia. So that brings us to today, where you guys, again, it's a lot of people have the day off.
Yep.
You chose the opposite. Not only are you working, but you're launching a brand new campaign today.
Yes, we are. This is President's Day.
Yes.
And Rico he has given me an announcement.
Oh.
We are announcing something, so I'm going to read
Okay,
this.
yes, sir.
So
Please
I
go
get
ahead.
it right for Rico.
Okay, go right ahead.
So today, Rico's Products is announcing the Vote for Rico campaign that will bring cheesy smiles to nachos fans. This campaign is a fictional political campaign created to offer Rico's fans an entertaining experience that will make them smile throughout 2024. We need smiles in 2024.
Amen to that, yes.
On this President's Day and during our 115th anniversary, this is our 115th year, Rico is formally announcing his candidacy for head of cheesy affairs.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is. Congratulations. Rico, not available for comment right now, but we couldn't fit the real Rico in the back seat. That's the problem.
He can't fit. He's got a little bit of a head
stunt
problem.
double right here and everything. He's got a big head.
He's got a big
head. Quite literally. That's really cool, though. So, and to be clear, this is all meant in fun. It's a fictional campaign, but the idea is that and the website quite literally is nachosforall.com.
Yes, correct.
And you would love nothing more than to see everybody have nachos and nacho however they want.
Exactly. We're trying to bring smiles to everybody in 2024.
Yeah.
And what other item can you think bring a smile to your face? A good order of Rico's nachos.
So after all these years, and I mean this with total respect, are you personally sick of nachos?
No.
No.
Not at all. I'll sit back and, I go to different venues. Some of the venues I know do sell our product. Some of them I don't know.
Right.
I'll go and I'll test it. And, okay, that's not our product, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We were on a vacation out of the country.
Right.
Turks and Caicos, and we're in the pool with other family members and friends' families. And my buddy Mark says, Tony, this is your nachos. I'm like, I don't think we have business down here. And he goes, no, this is your nacho cheese. And so we asked the server that brought it to us at poolside, said, hey, what cheese is this? And she went in and she came back out with a number 10 can of Rico's nachos, all the way down to Turks and Caicos. I didn't even know it.
Go figure.
Go figure.
It's all over the place.
Yes, we are all over the place, by the way. We are now in all 50 states in retail outlets. And we're actually selling product in 61 countries worldwide.
That's crazy because there are some snacks or some things that don't translate well to other parts of the country.
Yep.
I remember when Bluebell ice cream went out west and other places, and they're just sometimes it doesn't translate well. But I guess you're doing something right if it's in all 50 states. Like Alaska too.
It's in Alaska. Yes, we're in all 50 states. We're all.
I guess they need something warm over there. And
warm
but that is pretty remarkable that New England, the Southeast, the South, the Southwestern, universally.
Every state, we have retail presence.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then international as well. The international business, we have a lot of theaters, we have a stadiums and arena business, and also the retail.
You got to get in with those footballers, the soccer.
We have a ton of big stadiums in Mexico.
Okay, well, there you go. There you go. I'm wondering if there's a part of the country or the world that when you heard you were doing well there, it kind of surprised you.
We're in Korea. We're in Dubai.
Really?
Yes. Korea was very surprising. We've had a distributor in Korea for over 25 years, and he's cultivated our product in that market. He went and did the grassroots stuff for us over there. And so now the Rico's brand is very well known in Korea. And it was amazing when I went over there the first time to walk into retail stores, to walk into wholesale stores like a club.
Yeah.
Their wholesale environment is outdoors, not indoors, but very similar. To walk in there and, to see our product name and remind myself of my great-grandfather, my grandfather, and my dad. And I'm standing there in a market looking at my product in Korea. That really kind of got me choked up.
I bet. But if I go to Korea and I get Rico's nachos in Korea, they will taste identical.
It's the same product.
To what? Because that's the other thing. Sometimes they'll change it in other parts of the world, or they'll add
We ship our own tortilla chips. We manufacture our tortilla chips in Arlington, Texas. He buys over 400 containers a year of just tortilla chips. It's all of our same product. The jalapenos, the cheese, everything.
I love it. That's fantastic. Tony Liberto here, the president and CEO of Rico's Products. Here we're in beautiful downtown San Antonio. It is a beautiful day.
It is gorgeous.
To have nachos. And I understand in just a few moments we will have product in the car to discuss. Yes. But I wanted to get back to kind of the younger Tony Liberto, once upon a time when you were growing up. Where did you go to high school? And was it always predestined that you were going to be sitting in the office where you are today running this empire?
Well, I went to Central Catholic.
You're a button.
Downtown. I'm a button. My dad went to Central Catholic.
Okay.
My son went to Central Catholic. My nephew Preston went to Central Catholic.
So they serve Rico's nachos at Central Catholic, is what you're saying.
Sure.
Okay, all right.
So I went there, and of course you sit down, and Dad was building the business at that point. And I was working the summers here. You know, I
Right.
spent a lot of summertime here. And he got to the point where, you know, what do you want to do, son? And honestly, my answer back then as a freshman in high school, I was a basketball player.
Uh-huh.
I said, I want to play basketball.
Okay.
And I wasn't bad. I was a pretty darn good basketball player. And he said, well, okay, you know, every kid has that dream.
Seriously, son, seriously. Yes.
And so then I went to A&M, and I had a buddy of mine, and we were sitting there. He was going to walk on the basketball team. I said, we're not going to make the basketball team because Central Catholic doesn't get a whole lot of, you know, recruiting at the
Division I schools and everything, yeah.
And so I said, I'm going to walk on the track team. I was also a high jumper.
What?
I was a high jumper.
Okay.
I walked on the track team at A&M, and I made it. And so then when Ken made the basketball team, I'm like, you made the basketball team.
Right.
You and I play one-on-one all the time. I was like, I should have walked on the basketball team.
Right.
That thought of me being a professional athlete kind of went out the window pretty quick. And then I saw this opportunity, and I worked here as a kid, even in grade school. And I said, you know what? This is a good business, and there's a legacy. My great-grandfather, my grandfather, and my dad. And so I enrolled at Texas A&M and had a business management degree. And I knew for sure I was going to come work for the family business as soon as I graduated.
Right, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
You've obviously expanded to many things other than nachos and everything. And with that, I think we're going to have... is it Lindsay?
This is Lindsay.
Hi, Lindsay. We can see her hand. Hi, Lindsay's hand is here. But she's brought in...
All right.
I have not seen this bag. It's a blind bag challenge, if you will. I have not seen what's in the bag, but these are some of the other products that you
some items you might find at retail.
I love it.
First of all, the Vote for Rico. Let me get that. It's a Vote for Rico bag. We've got these printed out. Those are Rico's, buddy. The pepper is nacho. I'm sorry, the nacho is the chip.
Right.
And Pepe is the pepper. Those are his campaign managers.
I love it. He's got a staff.
He's got a staff. So we have our Rico's cheese popcorn.
Okay, very good.
You can find this at retail outlets.
Okay, very good.
Locally here at HEB.
Thank you. I'll just...
You can start munching if you
I'm
want.
going to lick it so I can keep it here. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, this is our big bag of
my God.
original tortilla
those are the chips. Okay.
Yes, we are known as the original nacho.
Okay.
So we brand our product as original tortilla chips.
And you can say that.
Yes, we can.
You can.
Yeah,
'Cause
yes.
You literally are.
We are the original nacho.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see, what else did they put in here? Oh, this is the first cheese sauce we ever came out with. This was in a number 10 can. This was the first product that built our nacho business.
Let me see this.
It's called our condensed aged cheddar cheese.
There it is.
The reason we were so successful is Dad had a thought in his head, how can I make this work for the concession operator?
Right.
It's condensed. So he actually had a little blurb on there called the Profit Maker.
Okay.
Because that can, in a number 10 can, is 107 ounces of cheese.
Right.
You get to mix 32 ounces of water and 20 ounces of pepper juice to that number 10 can. So think about that. 32 and 20 is 52 ounces.
Right.
52 ounces of free ingredient. And that stretches the yield 50% of that can. So 52 ounces.
Right.
How many ounces are in a serving? Normally about 3.
Okay.
So they got almost 20 additional servings free.
Oh my goodness.
So how much are you paying for it? $3 to $5, right? So 20 times 3 or 20 times 5,
Yes.
they're getting another, $180 to $200 free product in their cash register. And that's when Dad used to say, he used to sell to the operators and say, if you buy my competitor, they need to give you the case of cheese for free and slap a $50 bill on top of it. Then you'll have the same cost per ounce as me.
I love it.
He made them where they couldn't say no.
I love it. And
So that was our first product we introduced.
the recipe for this?
It's cheese, cheddar cheese.
Okay.
You can mix that with anything. We got recipes online.
Sure.
Ricos.com. You can make all kinds of.
Yeah.
There's a recipe on the side. It's look right here.
Oh yeah.
Ricos.
Cheesy chicken spaghetti.
It's delicious.
Oh my God.
So
Now
we have
you're making me
tons of
hungry,
recipes.
Tony. You're making me hungry.
Tons of recipes.
Okay. What else is in the bag?
This is one of our number one sellers. The little gourmet nacho. It already has the spice in it.
I love the spicy stuff.
Yes, and you'll see that in number 10 can, 15 ounce, a little portion cup cheese.
Okay.
And also in the theaters.
And this has a cheesy enchilada recipe on the side of
Cheesy
this one.
enchiladas.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
And of course we got our peppers.
Heck yeah.
Little jalapeno peppers. You got to spice things up.
There they are. Okay, very good. Rico approves.
And we got numerous other items at retail. We've got
No, I love it.
nachos on the go, all that kind of
But
stuff.
you literally went all out for this campaign.
We did.
The marketing team, I got to give them credit because the website is nachosforall.com, but you have
Correct.
printed out merch and
We got all kinds of stuff. So we got T-shirts, but they didn't give me a T-shirt. But we have a Vote for Rico T-shirt.
Right.
We have all kinds of little stickers. I don't know if people see this. Team Rico.
Well, I'll hold it up here to the camera so they can see.
Rico approves. All these kind of cute little stickers.
Love it. I love it.
Vote for Rico. I don't know.
Okay, no, that's all right. That's all right. It's a little small, but you can see it right there.
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
this one's kind of cute. Rico approved with his little thumbprint. Where's
So
your camera?
yeah, he's right there.
There you
so
go.
when you were pitched this,
And then wait. hold on.
but wait.
And then we have our bumper stickers. What kind of campaign would be
That's right.
complete without a bumper sticker? You know, you got to have a Vote for Rico 2024. And he's running for head of cheesy affairs.
It's a candidate we can all get behind.
Yes.
I can get behind this mission and everything. When you were pitched this idea,
Yeah.
somebody came to Tony. We got an idea for you.
Yeah.
What did you think at first? Honestly.
Honestly, I was a little concerned.
Yeah.
Campaign year, you know, there's a lot of different
It's a
opinions.
presidential,
we
election
won't
year.
We won't get political.
We're not
of
going to
course.
do that.
But I was concerned. But then I said, this is going to be awesome. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to bring smiles to people's faces.
Yeah.
And I said, let's do it.
Yeah.
So we're excited about it.
Yeah, that's good.
Sure.
That's good. Well, I mean, how
We even
can
have
you not-
we even have yard signs.
Really?
I'll get you a yard sign, Ernie. Vote for Rico.
I can vote for Rico. I can definitely vote for Rico. Are you buying ad time too and everything? Like,
Oh, there's a ton of stuff we got going on. In fact, there are some. Let's see here. What kind of activation we're going to have for this thing?
Yeah.
So for the Rico, will activate the Vote for Rico campaign throughout 2024 calendar year in San Antonio, Austin, and Houston. Those are three markets. that we're gonna-
Multi-markets.
Yes, multi-markets.
Big markets, too.
You'll see billboards already up in San Antonio. Plans for the campaign include Rico's hosted family and friendly public events, exciting collaborations with area businesses, creators, and influencers, and, by the way, a launch of our all-new Rico's food trailer. We have some people may know of our Rico's nacho truck. You've seen a truck with a big bowl of nachos in the back of it.
Yes, I've seen it.
Well, now we have a food trailer that is going to be...
Wait, we have breaking news. You spoke. Tony spoke.
Oh, they didn't give me a T-shirt. They must be paying attention.
Ask for money now. Ask for money. Ask for something else, too.
Here's our... Let's see if that shows up. You see
Hey!
that? Nachos for all.
Hey, guess who else came on the scene in 1976?
Who?
Me!
Oh, that's your birth year?
Yes, it is. I'm a bicentennial baby.
There you are, buddy. Well,
I love it.
there you go. Yeah,
That is super
that's
cool.
for you.
Heck yeah, Tony, you're the man. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you very much. No, that's super cool. And I know you guys. I wonder how often you get reports of people around the world trying to copy what you're doing, or I don't know what the nacho cheese landscape is like, but how competitive is it? I would think you have a pretty good edge over everybody.
Well, you know, when we introduced this in the concession environment, it was just us. There was nobody else there.
Right.
But then they saw that this was going to stick. You know, they thought, okay, maybe this is a fad. Well, it stuck.
Yeah.
And, you know, some big companies started getting into the game. Companies, you know, that we compete with, you know, Kraft Foods. Mm-hmm. That's a multi-billion-dollar company.
Right.
Frito-Lay, multi-billion-dollar company.
Sure.
You know, and other of these companies, and we're sitting there, little family-owned, small family business here in San Antonio, and that was concerning. I'll tell you one thing that we did have, because we have formulations that are only ours, that condensed cheddar is what brought us through that initial phase of competition, because no one else had a condensed version of their cheese. And that made people a lot of money in those environments. When we broke off into retail, we said, okay, now we're competing with those guys on the shelves.
Right.
And that's where I really started focusing when I got into the business, was how, you know, because the concession environment is selling food and beverage to people that didn't come to that event to buy your nachos. They came to watch the movie.
Right.
They came to watch the ball game. They came for a different reason. And, oh, by the way, I'm hungry. I need to eat something.
Right. Yeah.
So it's really what we call a captive audience, you know. They're either going to buy nachos, hot dog, or you know, popcorn. Or now they've got some broader menus.
Right.
But it's not as easy when you break into retail. Retail, people are walking up and down the aisle with a shopping cart making buying decisions. So how do I compete with those big boys and make them grab a can of Rico, grab a bag of our chips? That's where it got really interesting.
Yeah.
We never even had a marketing department. We just showed up at retail, like, okay, let's see what happened.
Right.
And so then we said, okay, we need somebody in marketing, help us get this product off the shelf. We hired a VP of marketing. That was in its infancy stages. We had a staff of maybe 2 or 3 in that department.
Yeah.
Now, fast forward, that was almost 15 years ago.
Yeah.
We're engaged with a marketing agency. I'll give them a pitch. ArchPoint. They're a great marketing agency. They've been dealing with us for about 5 or 6 years. I've got a staff internally of about 7 or 8 people that are in our marketing agency, our marketing department.
Yeah.
And between us and ArchPoint, we have built our marketing budget, our marketing department, into something that now, when you say the word Ricos, people are starting to know who we are, which is exciting.
People are literally chiming in. Nancy is saying she's craving nachos now.
Okay.
I will tell you, the early returns, are looking good.
They're looking good, Rico.
People are coming in. The early returns are
good, Rico.
But Lindsay Johnson asks a good question here.
Oh.
I feel like we got fireworks and everything. Lindsay Johnson's asking a question. She says, Tony, how cool was it growing up that your dad was making concession nachos? Like, that had to be, there is a cool factor to that, right?
It was kind of cool. I mean, first, to understand that he, I should say, introduced a new concept.
Right.
That really went nationwide pretty quick with the theaters. Because after United Artists got it, then AMC wanted it. General Cinema wanted it.
Yeah.
All these other national chains give us Rico's Nachos. Right. And at one point, we could say we were in over 90% of the screens in the total U.S. Now competition has showed up, but we've done a pretty good job of holding our own in competitive situations. And now we can say we're in the 65 to 70% of the screens in the United States are using one of our products, either our chips and cheese, or jalapenos. So we've got still a very strong presence in the theater industry. Then you shift over to the retail.
Yeah.
We've been building our retail business significantly, and now we have to say it is our largest channel that we sell.
That's remarkable. Has anybody tried to get you to change the recipe over the years or mess with the product in any way?
No, honestly, that one we've never changed.
Yeah.
The gourmet nacho we've had for over 20 years.
So this literally is your father's nacho cheese.
That's the cheese that we built this business on.
And your grandfather's nacho cheese.
Yes, exactly.
That's remarkable that you can keep that consistency, because I know there can be pressures on companies. Coca-Cola did it once upon a time. You mess with
the new Coke. We've talked about that.
Oh my
gosh. We thought about a new brand. Let's refresh our brand.
Yeah.
And I remember when the new Coke design came out, it failed tremendously.
Yes, it did.
And they went right back to their old brand. And
Crystal Pepsi and all those other things.
Nope, we're not going to change anything.
Yeah. Okay. So you're 115 years in.
Yep.
And sounds like you have a lot of cheesy goodness left to go. So what can you tell us in terms of looking ahead? The Not Just For All campaign will continue, obviously, with Rico. But what are some other things that you can tell us that you would like to do? Or
Sure. But we're going to stay, what brought us to the dance, of course.
Yeah.
So the stadiums, the arenas, the movie theaters, those are going to be always venues that we stay and really kind of keep a strong foothold in. The retail side is what's always kind of, you're maneuvering. You're having to move into different arenas, different packaging, different ways of how you present your items, different ways of marketing. That's where we really focus and address the challenges, I'd say. Mm-hmm. And so we're looking at different items, different packaging items. The club store market, I should also say, we're in
Sam's and Costco and those kinds of things.
We're in those, and we've got different club packs coming out.
Yeah.
We've got new retail items that we've presented. We just presented, I guess, 5 or 6 new retail items that looks like maybe at least 3 or 4 of them are going to be accepted and on shelf.
I love it.
And always looking for new different ways of, is there another outline item?
Yeah.
Maybe another flavored popcorn. We've got cheese, we've got butter, we've got white cheddar, and we've got pickle, but you always have that other outlier out there that we might introduce for holiday season, that kind of thing.
Right.
So we're always looking for new formulations, new ingredients that'll help us, just manage to do new product set.
Yeah, I should mention we're literally feet away from, you have a cash and carry store here.
Right
so
there.
You can literally come up to, we're at, South Pressa right here, and you can walk in and get whatever you want. Have you ever had a product that you thought was going to be a home run and just completely failed miserably?
Yeah, Megan's smiling right now. Hi, Megan. She's my director of marketing. We came out with a squeeze cheese.
Okay.
You have squeezed ketchup, you have squeezed mustard, squeezed mayonnaise.
Sure.
What easier way to serve cheese than a squeezed cheese?
Yeah.
And I thought this was going to be the latest and greatest. The formulation, we worked on it for months and months and months. We did some extended shelf lives on it, but it didn't really come out the way we wanted it to. It did an extended shelf life, but then when we got it on the shelf, after it got about 3 or 4 months on the shelf, the product, would sit there for maybe a month, maybe a month and a half, and it would get more and more hard. And it got to the point where you couldn't squeeze the cheese out. And so we thought, oh, shoot. And we just kind of pulled back. It's still an item that we may reintroduce with a different formulation.
Okay.
But that was one that kind of failed miserably, and I hung on to that one. Everyone was telling us, no, we got to pull it. We got to pull it. All my executive team was like, we got to pull it. And I'm like, no, I'm hanging on to this one. And finally we got to the point where we said, no, we got to pull it.
So the squeezed cheese.
Cheese.
There's always those stories and everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, listen, nobody bats 1,000, right?
No.
In your business?
We're batting good, though. But not
no, you're doing great. I'm
Not
just saying,
1,000.
nobody bats 1,000, even when you're around for 115 years.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
We stub our toe a little bit.
Well, but you have to. It's part of the process. Is there, many years from now, whenever you decide to hang up your cheesy hat or whatever, is there a line of succession in the family?
Yeah. Megan McDermott, she's my niece.
Okay.
I already said hello to you, Megan. I know you're happy. You're smiling. Yes, she's my director of marketing. She is in process. She's got a couple of executive coaches that are working with her. We've been working with them for the better part of a couple of years.
Yeah.
Trying to get her understanding, what it takes to, fill the shoes that I had to fill of my dad's.
Sure.
My dad had to fill his dad's shoes. And she's coming along very well. And she's got a good mindset. So as far as the next generation, she's the oldest of the grandchildren.
Yeah.
She's the first one that showed interest in the business. When she was a young kid at middle school, they always have that, what do you want to do when you grow up? And she wrote down on a piece of paper, I want to be president of Ricos.
Heck yeah.
So she has the desire, she has the ability, and so that's the next generation that's in line to when I'm ready to hang up. And I'm not ready to hang up.
Not today yet. No, we're not making any announcements or anything.
But
but it's good to know. I mean, I would think from where you sit, it's good to know that the future is secure and that you're going to be all right.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
She has some challenges, but she's going to do well.
Well, I'm guessing you're going to be a tough act to follow whenever that is. So.
And I'm tough on her too.
Yeah,
and she knows it.
But you have to be. You're doing something right. So.
Yeah.
So I guess because I'm thinking I'm going to the rodeo tomorrow. I think, and a lot of people just suddenly have a hankering for nachos now.
Go get them because Ricos is at the rodeo.
Yeah, no, I have no doubt. I have no doubt. I think my car is the only. Well, I was going to say my car is the only place, but now I've got
all you need.
The goods. Well, let's remind everybody one more time, because the campaign kicks off today with Rico here.
Yep.
It's the Nachos for All campaign, and it's a fictional campaign, but it's in the spirit of giving everybody nachos and making sure that they can nacho however they want. And
keep a smile on your face.
Keep a smile on
your
face.
The whole year.
And we can all agree on that.
Yeah.
Because these things are, any weather, right?
Yeah.
Do your sales go, more ice cream is sold when it's cold, right? But do you see a change in sales with the weather?
No. I mean, seasonally, we'll see, at least maybe for the movie theater channel, because you have your Christmas releases and your summer's releases.
Yeah.
See a little fluctuation in that. But from a retail standpoint, you have your big holiday season that you'll see increase in sales. But no, throughout the year, hot weather, cold weather, everybody loves nachos.
And you survived the pandemic too and everything. So
you know what? That was scary. Yeah.
I remember
because
that.
if you think about it, 2/3 of our business revolves around movie theaters, stadiums, and arenas. And that went to zero. And you talk about somebody that got nervous.
Oh, I can imagine what it must have
I
been.
was like, that's 2/3 of our business.
Yeah.
And then they started, closing the retail stores. You can only walk in, 5 at a time, whatever.
Social distancing and all that
stuff.
stuff.
It was a mess.
Yeah.
And so I actually got in almost a panic mode there for a while.
No.
But as we went through that, 30 days went out, and then about 60 days went out, the retail segment started increasing.
Yeah.
And it just kept going up and up. And the retail sales increased significantly during COVID and pulled us through that whole COVID, 2 years, I guess.
Right. May we never have that again. But Julia's saying, I have childhood memories stringing Rico's popcorn with my tia for Christmas.
Oh,
and I've
heard people that did that.
I would just kind of in closing here, I would think that the nostalgia factor is something like you can't put it's priceless.
It's priceless. That's exactly right. I love hearing stories of people reminiscing about somehow, some way, how they enjoyed our products as children, or as kids, or as families. I love it. It gives me goosebumps.
No, I get it.
Thank you. I got goosebumps.
Look
right now.
There you go, Julia. No, cool stuff, and you can see kind of the impact it has. But again, the cash and carry store is here. Nachosforall.com is the website. Check it out. They're having some fun here with Rico and all the great goodies that you can get at your favorite retailer at a place near you. So, let me go on record right now. It will not be 15 years again before I talk to you again next time.
Okay.
Let's make that deal.
Deal.
All right. Tony Liberto, so great to see you, and congratulations on all the success.
Ernie, thank you very much.
One more time, nachosforall.com if you want to find out more about what they're doing with this cool campaign and all the cool merch. The stickers got a lot of love on here too, and the shirt and everything. So
we got them.
All right, look at this. Look at this. And you can spill nacho cheese on it and you
you
won't
won't
even
even know.
stain. Brilliant. Thank you, Tony. Good to see you.
All right.
This is
thank
another
you.
episode of Pickup Lines presented by Gamez Law Firm and Integrity Roofing and Siding. I'm going to go get some nachos right now. We'll see you again very soon right here. So have a great President's Day. Bye for now.
Say bye to Rico.
Bye, Rico. We'll see you later.